Well, this feels nice.
This feels nice.
How are you?
Hi, I'm good. I missed you.
I missed you too. We were texting over the long weekend, so I had Thursday, Friday, yesterday off, and Easter was in there, so it was like 5 days with the kids and all that fun stuff. And I was texting you a little bit, but you weren't responding as fast as I would have liked you to do.
I know.
Because you had family in town and whatever.
Yeah.
But I was giving you a lot of gold, a lot of good stuff over my Easter.
Would you like me to share
replying.
it? Actually, I want to look back and see if I can read any of it. Any of it at all.
I have a really good Easter story.
Okay, I want to.
It's really good.
I want to hear it. God, yeah, we did.
Yeah, and ignore.
Someone was called a viper, and then at some point your soul was being sucked out of your body. So I'd love to know if this story has anything to do with those times.
I probably won't tell
left
you.
it unnamed.
I probably won't tell you that story.
Okay.
But okay, so picture it: Easter 2024. We're all hanging out. I'm with my kids and my mom and my sister and my brother. It's family time, and we're all just hanging out. And the food preparation begins. And what is very much at most Easter, celebrations?
Ham.
Deviled eggs.
Oh, deviled eggs. Yeah.
Deviled eggs. I was watching them being made. Okay. Heavily handled. Just the process.
You did send me that too. Heavily handled. Anytime there's finger food that people make, we're like, it's heavily handled.
It's like, can I help you peel those?
Can I just?
Okay. So I'm watching this being made. Adorable. Her name is Ruby. Great. Like
Your niece's
grandma.
name is Ruby?
My niece's grandma, Ruby.
Oh.
Okay.
That's one of my
No
favorite girl
relation to
names,
me.
by the way.
Was
Okay.
it?
Yeah, it was one of my favorite girl
I call
names
her
of all time.
Rube.
Yeah.
What's up, Rube?
Call her Ruby.
No, it's Rube. So Rube is making the the deviled eggs, and she's doing a great job. But she doesn't have a recipe. But she's a grandma, and I'm like, you don't need a recipe. You're a grandma. You
Locked
should know
and
how to do
loaded.
it. And she's like, well, I don't know what kind of vinegar or if I should do mustard. And we're just having a nice little conversation, right?
Yeah.
And so they get made, and she's piping them in, and I'm watching, and I was like, in a garden, if you want to make tulips, I could show you how to do that. Make deviled eggs look like tulips. And she was having none of it. No.
Sit down,
Just
child.
the regular deviled eggs.
Yes. This is Rube's room. Get out.
Rube's room. We're all just lucky to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just still having a nice time, and my mom walks in. And I was like, Mom, you want a deviled egg? Oh, I don't call them deviled eggs. I don't like that word. Angel eggs. And now you know what my childhood was like. Do not call them devil.
I just don't know what
Angel
to
eggs.
say because I feel it in my soul. I do. I know exactly. And then you're like, yep, devil's food cake and angel food cake and all of it.
All of it. You can't say.
And then what do you do? Like when your mom says something like that, you're just sort of like, you text your co-host, first step. And then we're like, oh my God, heavily handled, blah, but then like, secondly, you do go back to like being a kid and you're like, I don't really know what to say. And you're sort of like, congratulations. I mean, what do you say? Like you're teaching us all?
It's just my children caught wind of this, and then all the cousins were like, oh, let's get grandma to say angel eggs again.
Yeah.
Or let's walk up to her and just taunt her by saying deviled eggs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they did. And
good job.
My mom didn't really figure out what was happening, but I had never heard her do that. Okay. This is like a new thing within the past couple years.
A new level of.
Because I don't think we really had deviled eggs growing up. I'm sure.
That's probably the reason.
That's the reason because of the name. And so at this party, they were not deviled eggs. They are angel eggs. Angel eggs.
Well, so we know your therapy session this week, which is nice. I'm glad we can talk it out first. You're talking it out first here. Isn't it funny?
That's so funny.
When your kids have the courage to troll their grandparents, and we still don't as their children. We're still like, one time. And I think it was AJ. And AJ is so logical. You guys know him from the show. AJ is so logical. So like if you try to call BS on him, he will just logic you, and he's not
Yes.
even arguing. He's just like, and I think he said like frickin' one time or something, and my mom got on him for that. That's a naughty word. He's like, no, it's not. And she's like, well, you know what you're replacing. You might as well just say the real word. And he goes, well, I'm not going to say the real word. I get in trouble. I said, frickin'. She goes, it's the same thing. And he goes, no, mom can say one on the radio.
That's right, AJ. Good job. Ugh.
Yes.
Burn.
Yeah, mom.
Take that.
But only because Adrian said it, because I still wouldn't say that.
Oh, and by the way, I'm going to tell the story delicately, but if you have children watching, maybe you turn this off at this point.
No kid is watching the Big Dumb Post show.
My
Good heads up,
10-year-old
though.
boy.
Because we're talking about Easter.
Oh, I'm sorry. He just turned
Your
11.
bunny?
He just turned 11
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
walked up to me after hanging out with cousins all weekend.
And the cousins are younger
And
or older?
No, older.
Oh,
He's
so
the
there's-
youngest. And
yeah.
he walked up. He's like, Dad, I mean, I know that the Easter Bunny's like,
Yeah.
and
A bunny.
I was like, what do you mean? A bunny?
A bunny?
And I was like, I guess if you're going to hear it from anybody, it should be your cousins. Your older cousins should let you in on it. But
Yeah.
innocence lost.
Innocence is lost.
Mm,
So, isn't it? Aren't you kind of glad in a way?
yes.
Okay.
Enough with the,
Yes.
let me
Yes.
sleep.
Yes. We had this long conversation this weekend, and the kids are at the age where it's like we still want to get them something because it's fun and like it's just fun to have like Easter candy and like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
something fun. But we were like, they kept staying up, and we're like, okay, do you guys want to watch John Mulaney? Like me and my sister and my husband, and they're like, yeah, hoping the kids would like, and they just stood there and finally like, okay, guys, we need to like do this, so you have to go, you know, and just that open, honest thing of like, get
Yeah.
out. You have to get out. And then AJ
Yep.
says to me, do we still do that thing where we plant jelly beans? I'm like, you're 14. You just want a sucker. Like, no, I am not walking outside right now with a damn garden trellis to plant magic beans. I'll just give you a bag of Tootsie Pops.
Oh, those magic beans kill though. It's
Oh, my
amazing.
God.
They're
On and
amazing.
on.
I know. I think this was the last year I had to do the magic beans and all of it because
It never
now the youngest
ends.
knows.
No,
Yeah.
it won't end. They'll still want to do it because they just want the candy.
Well, yeah, but I won't have to go through the whole thing of magic beans and
Yeah. Just
Just
buy
pl-
them a bag.
yeah, just right. Lay them on top. Don't bury them because I
Yeah.
won't be able to find them later in the dark.
Cut out the middleman like we do. We just pour the Cadbury eggs right into our mouth. No one needed to put it in a plastic egg for me. I handled my business.
Has there been any good work drama while I was gone? Oh, there has. Is it with anybody in this room?
Yep.
Oh God! Is it producer Big Mike? How many ways did he fail you the last couple days and disappoint you?
Yep.
No. Oh really?
I'm sitting right here, guys. I'm sitting right here.
I did.
No, he was
I
great.
was able to watch like 2 minutes of one of your guys' Big Dumb Post shows without me.
Amazing,
And after
right?
2 minutes of not hearing my name, I turned it off immediately. So I have no
Garbage.
idea what you did.
Absolute
Pure garbage.
We couldn't see that. And let me just circle back. You're over here complaining about no response. I had a whole conversation with myself Saturday. I woke up the next day and looked at the text thread. I'm like, I see you guys like text messages.
I know you
And I
did.
just kept going. Nobody
Passive
stopped me.
aggressively the next morning.
I'm like, I just talked to myself. So
Did I talk to
Yeah.
myself all day yesterday? I was hiking. I was spending family time. No screenagers.
Yep. I was pretending to be the Easter Bunny. I don't have time for that.
You were taunting Rube. How were the deviled eggs, by the way?
They're good. They're fine.
They're fine?
I didn't try one actually.
Okay, good. 'Cause, can I be honest?
Because I was watching her make them and I couldn't do it.
When you said she was piping them in, I was like, girl didn't know about vinegar and mustard and she's got a piping bag?
No, she cut the tip off of Ziploc.
But still,
I know.
she made a piping bag?
Yeah.
Rube, lock in.
Did you have deviled eggs at your celebration?
We actually didn't this year
However
for the
you
first
celebrate?
time. No, we did a frittata. So like that's enough egg base. We made the Ina blueberry ricotta cake. We did asparagus wrapped in prosciutto with a hollandaise that we homemade.
You did a homemade hollandaise?
Yeah, we did.
I had eggs Benedict at
Child.
Snooze the other day.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm
Yeah.
just now getting into eggs Benedict. Like within the last year is the first time I've
They're
ever had them in my
so
life.
good. Why didn't we get into them earlier?
How do you prevent your hollandaise from breaking?
I talked to my sister and give her the whisk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's a process.
Yeah, it's a process. She's done it before. This was my first time.
Okay.
So she was handling handling that, but she constantly whisked it on a double boiler. But then when it was done, just took it off the burner and left it sit.
Poured it directly into your mouth. Your
And then-
gaping hole of a mouth. Just get it in there. Oh, so
God,
good.
I missed you.
So good.
Bye.
All right, have a good day. Nice to be back.